Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Games Industry Executive Summary. This is Casey. Before we start today, I gotta let you know, if you're new here, please like, subscribe, hit the bells and whistles. All these things help us greatly. And of course, if you didn't know, you should subscribe to one of the best, if the only newsletter that you actually need in your feed every Friday, 9 a.m., wherever you are in the world. Go to giesweekly.substack.com. Gies, Gies, weekly.substack. Now I'm going too fast. But you get the message. We'd really appreciate that. And to start, of course, we have with us the Dashing Dave Thier.
It's me. Here I am.
And the Godfather makes a comeback. Yes. Manu Rosier.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome on board, gentlemen. We're going to start with our Guess the Game contest.
Let's ride.
Okay. This time we have 5 games. I have a feeling we'll have a repeat of last week, which is that you guys are really fast in answering these, but I will make it harder and harder over time.
A plumber jumps on a turtle.
Good.
Yes. But which one? There's a lot of them.
2.
Okay, gentlemen. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Descend into a once utopian underwater city, now torn apart by madness.
Yeah, I know. I don't remember the name.
BioShock.
Avenge.
Yeah,
Oh, you said BioShock?
Yeah.
Unless it's some kind of bait, a red herring, if you will.
It is BioShock.
Yeah, it's BioShock.
It is BioShock.
Okay. That's 1 to Dave. Moving on to the next one.
Was this a competition? Okay, all right.
I mean, we're trying.
Life is a competition.
It's true.
By the way, we got feedback from one of our listeners, I think 2 days ago, saying you guys are really good at guessing the games. He was very surprised. So, and I was like, I told him, dude, they're freaking professionals. This is what they do for life. So, yeah. Okay, next game. Awake in a sterile testing facility armed with a device that bends physics itself.
Is it? What did you say?
Portal.
Portal. Yeah.
Okay.
On fire.
We should maybe put a. I should probably mute Dave so you get a chance, Manu.
What you told me was a competition. I had to go, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. We'll do it. Let's do the next one then. Enter a bleak, interconnected world where every step is perilous and every victory hard-earned. Huh?
Death Stranding.
Master punishing combat, uncover cryptic lore, and embrace the thrill of overcoming relentless challenges.
Start again, please.
Enter a bleak, interconnected world where every step is perilous and every victory hard-earned. Master punishing combat, uncover cryptic lore, and embrace the thrill of overcoming relentless challenges.
I mean, this could be a lot of things. I have a lot of guesses that all end in the word souls.
It feels very generic, to be honest. Whoever wrote that pitch is not really good.
Yeah, I mean...
that's AI.
That's
okay.
AI.
That's AI.
Yeah, okay, so it's not a marketing. And so I'm going to say, can we just say some kind of Dark Souls or possibly Demon Souls or something?
Doom or...
yeah.
It is a Souls game.
It's a Souls. Yeah, I mean, that pitch could describe any Souls.
Yeah, but any Soul is a
yeah,
Soul.
and also any Souls-like.
Yes and no. I mean, the interconnected world is very specific to this Souls game. It is a Souls game, not a Souls-like game.
Okay, but all their maps are interconnected. That's one of the ideas. You say 2? Okay, I like this as the competition. I'm just going right for 1.
Okay, it is Dark Souls 1. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This one I think is also a bit on the generic side. We'll see. Drop into a vibrant battlefield where survival hinges on quick reflexes and creative construction. Scavenge weapons, build...
Fortnite.
Yep, it is Fortnite.
That's very... Is it AI again? Is it not official marketing?
We need to use their official marketing blurb.
It's just terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. For this time,
it doesn't talk about the game, you know.
Well, the words vibrant and construction, right? Those are the tells.
Yeah, right? I mean construction, obviously, but how it started, it feels like there is a single player story, but there is not. You know?
Yeah.
It's terrible. Or maybe You have to
You're
teach
correct.
AI to be smarter.
So you're very correct on this, Manu. And I think also Dave has a superpower here because he's a writer, so that's part of his trick. Let's do the last one, and then next week I will be a bit better at.
If you use AI here, don't be surprised if people use AI to develop games, right?
Yes.
I just have a feeling that AI is getting worse. The more I use it, the worse it gets. I'm not sure what's happening.
It's getting worse. Some things better than other things. It's getting better at programming.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. So, anyways, here's the last one: ascend through a mysterious kingdom woven from shimmering threads and ancient rituals. As a swift and acrobat. What?
Silksong.
Yeah. Again, I have no clue based on that.
Okay.
Dave is an AI guy somehow.
Yeah, no, I'm AI.
I mean, he's a writer.
Yeah. No, but whenever people would complain, like talk about AI M dashes, right? Obviously AI is heavily trained off of journalists. So I'm like, I don't use M dashes because of AI. AI uses M dashes because of me.
Yeah.
God damn it. You'll have to find another symbol to use, Dave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Letter 4.
How about this, gentlemen? Let's just move on and talk about what you've been playing lately. And I know Manu is very excited to tell us about some of his games. Just to give him a chance here. What have you been playing, Manu?
I'm playing. Do I have to do an AI description of the game I'm playing, or can I be more straightforward?
Just an I, a standard I will be fine.
It's a game you're dropped in a futuristic world where you gather some resource and then you go back and then you try to get better weapons and you get blueprints and things like that.
Was that Arc Raiders?
Are you doing some raiding?
Good, I can do that. Yes, playing Arc Raiders mostly. Grinding. I think it was good until the end of their winter event, because since then they've kind of removed the aggression-based matchmaking. So you're not back with aggressive players, which makes it not so exciting as it was before. So I think
why did they go back?
Ask them. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I think it might be a reset, because I don't really know how the live service work yet, but apparently there is some ranking stuff. I mean, right now I'm just grinding and leveling up at next level. I'm not really looking at the meta, but I think there is this reset of just not really the rankings, but the level you reach from rookie to whatever it is. Yeah. And it's just it was the end of
your progression,
or what they call it, expedition thing.
Yeah. Because they just gave an interview about the aggression-based matchmaking, so like they want to talk about it. It seems weird that they want to do it, you know.
Mm-hmm. They are doing it. It's working. It was working, and everybody noticed the change. But I think what is super interesting in general, and not just for Arc Raiders, is how much it impacts the perception of the players. Because I'm also I've joined the Fortnite subreddit, the Call of Duty subreddit. There is such a flood of discussion about SMBB. I mean, skill-based matchmaking. I have also noticed in Fortnite in recent weeks that it's not so much fun, because it's only full of sweat, which means that my level or like better player, which kind of ruins a little bit the experience. And it's such a sensitive topic, and I don't think people realize that how important it is in a multiplayer live service game to make sure that everybody has a great experience, and that your experience is not at the cost of the experience of other players. And that's the biggest challenge.
Yeah, I think it's such an interesting, honestly, like philosophical question, that we play these things because we want to like strive and improve and succeed, and yet we live in a great yawning indifferent world. And so like actually our efforts are meaningless, and like it matters. Our striving, our skill, our success doesn't really matter in the millions upon millions of people that play these games. And really,
we want to have a sense of being good, but we don't want to be taught that we are not that good, you know.
Yeah, and we don't want the curtain pulled back. Definitely not. It's such a tricky thing, because like a multiplayer game thrives off of this like uncertainty and tension and challenge that you get from unpredictable other players, but then you need to make it somewhat controlled and predictable in order for it to still be fun, because this is not reality. As I often say about like the other people, like I don't really play like Call of Duty or that stuff all that much. I'd play enough to know about it, but I'm like, listen, if I wanted to lose, I would just do regular life.
Yeah, and we did some research about also the Roblox players, and there is this element that yes, they want some kind of progression, some grinding, but kind of low effort. They don't want to sweat that much about that, and I think it's just where we are, because ultimately video games is some way to escape the daily life, and you might don't need the difficulties of real life when you are playing video games, right? It still needs to be fun somehow. And I have the same issue, as I say, with Fortnite, but also I play a bit of ranked. And then there is a point where it's not fun anymore. When you've reached a certain rank, it's just about, there's no fun in the game.
Yeah. And also the meta becomes overwhelming once the skill level is high enough. Like you can really only do the things that are kind of meta approved at that moment, which is interesting to some people, but not to me. You know, Roblox I find interesting. So Roblox, you know, the tycoon genre in Roblox, right? I find these to be fascinating because it's just the pure distillation of progress. It's a clicker basically. All you do is acquire resources and you step on a button and then you get a thing, and then you acquire resources at a higher rate, and that's it. And it still manages to be quite satisfying, even though, you know, I think a lot about the Sid Meier quota game as a series of interesting decisions. And a lot of these games functionally don't really have decisions. It's just like, do I go collect my money now or do I go in a sec? But it still manages to be engaged. You still get that dopamine by like, I got it. I got a new cash register, you know?
Yeah. And it's a bit like also real life sport. There is a point where it's not fun anymore. It's just a job, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think real life sport is such a good example of that kind of thing. And it works a lot like competitive games that like, I play a ton of squash, right? And like, I'm trying to get better because I enjoy that, but I'm not going to be a pro squash player. There will always be squash players that will annihilate me. And so I have to think about what I want out of it and get my enjoyment out of it regardless, you know?
Maybe start a club where only those who are inferior to you get to join.
But then I don't get that challenge. I don't get that tension. I don't get those good points. You know,
you just need them to be good enough to be like on the edge.
Yeah, I mean that everyone wants. So, I played with a friend the other day, and he won 4 games to 3, and that's what everyone wants, right? Everyone wants for it to be tight and competitive and to win.
Absolutely. I mean, it wouldn't be fun otherwise if you're just dominating. I mean, there are some people out there that love to dominate that way, but I don't know how they get the joy. I would ask for. By the way, Dave, are you actively playing Arc Raiders as well, or?
No, I'm not playing right now. I've played some. I should play some more. Right now, I'm honestly mostly playing stuff I can't talk about. But so, I'm filling it in still with on 0117 and Sifu. Sifu has been great for me because it's on my Switch, and I can I'm now ensconced in it enough that I can get my enjoyment in like 3 to 5 minute bursts, and that just cooperates with my life.
That's awesome. Is there when you're playing Sifu, is there a meta to it or like a long-term progression associated with the game?
Yeah. So there's the main story mode. And so once you beat the story mode, because the gimmick is that you level up, or you age up as you die. And so obviously then you want to like try and beat the story mode at age 20, which is the youngest. So that's a long-term challenge. And they have some there's a score system. So you work to get a higher score and unlock an outfit. And then there's also like this whole arenas mode, which is totally separate. It was post-launch content, but free post-launch content, I'm pretty sure. So I'm playing on Switch, and mine does not look this shiny. And that's a ton of stuff, and the arenas are very challenging to get 3 stamps or 3 stars on all of them. So and those are the ones that take like 3 to 5 minutes typically. So it's very easy to like take a quick that push, man. That was a good move. Yeah. Honestly, you're not really maximizing your score with these sneak attacks.
I got it.
He's not maximizing.
And he's also like skipping. I didn't know that you could do that actually.
I mean, there's a score system, so it's not really encouraged to skip because you just missed the points that you.
It's very interesting though.
Yeah.
You know what? Also on this video, by the way, Dave.
Yes.
Sorry, were you saying something?
I'm trying to wonder if it was a speed run, but I don't think so.
I think this is just like a showcase demo or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm very curious to ask you. I mean, this studio, Slow Clap, went from doing this game to doing a football game.
I know, super cool. I wish more studios would do that because it's just kind of fun. But you see that DNA in there. Like they have smooth, satisfying movement, and that's what you need for a sports game, right?
Were you playing it? No, I think. Sorry, Rematch is the name of the game.
Yeah, I have not played Rematch. I should. I should play it soon, especially I have a thing coming up that'll involve that. Yeah, it is surprising that they decided not to make another another combat game like that, especially because before that they had made Absolver, which is Sifu is definitely an evolution of Absolver. But it's super cool, and I'm glad they did it.
I had a friend over the weekend who tried to kind of get me into Rematch and was really hyped up about it and had a lot of good things to say about it. And my reply was like, no, I'd love to, but I just don't have the capacity to do it because I'm all in on Arc Raiders right now. But I heard that there's a lot of depth into it, and it's hard to play. It's not an easy game to play.
Interesting. I mean, that Sifu is definitely a very difficult game to enjoy on standard difficulty, at least, as well. But that is the enjoyment, and I would presume also the enjoyment of Rematch is that the systems are very satisfying to master. Once you get the character to move in this kind of cinematic and effective way, you really feel like you are the one doing it.
Here is a question to Manu. If we go back like 15, 20 years ago, there was like maybe 3 or 2. At one point, there was 2 football games, Pro Evolution Soccer and then FIFA. And then FIFA just took over and started dominating everything. And now all of a sudden we have a couple football games, not necessarily the serious football games that are doing like real players and all that stuff, or that are simulations rather. Do we see any of these modern football games that are more like in the fun genre of things, like Rocket League? Do we see them make any dents on FC?
Potentially, but as long as I mean, the football fandom is so much about the club, the real players, the license. That is just as long as you don't have that, we can only capture so many players. I would see a bigger dent being made on Rocket League than on EAFC, for example. Because let's be honest, EAFC is a game about collecting player cards. So as long as you don't have that, I think it's probably a small dent, yes, but not much.
Yeah,
fair enough. What you're saying is like the people who are engaged in these games are like they are diehard fans of certain clubs or players, and they want to be like in control over these elements of the game.
And they just collect. They want to collect shit.
They were collection. Then that means for this game, it would be beneficial long term to start securing deals with players and clubs.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the problem with that is the reason that FC has and FIFA and then FC have become so successful is because that's like I'm pretty sure they have a legal operation that's basically as sophisticated as their development operation. Like there's a lot of deals to be made, and it's just so difficult to imagine that anything on a smaller scale is going to be able to actually compete with that. The only way you would do it, I think, is like I don't know a ton about football. Let's go Ajax because I'm here in Amsterdam. Like you could make a deal with Ajax and like make an Ajax game and kind of start from there. Get a couple other clubs or something. Trying to get something comprehensive, it would just be so prohibitive, I think.
Yeah.
I remember, by the way, Dave, back in the day, the Pro Evolution Soccer always used to have like 1 or 2 players with like fake names. But we
Yeah.
all know it. We all know it was like back in the day. It was Fat Ronaldo. We all know like that's Fat Ronaldo or that's Roberto Carlos or whatever. But they were just changing their names, which was funny. Gentlemen, it's time for us to review SteamDB.
Let's see what's up.
And I'm very curious to hear if there has been or if there are any highlights that you'd like to look at.
Man, Bongo Cat just won't go anywhere. Bongo Cat. Yeah.
Is this the same thing as Banana Game?
iRocks Games. I don't know. But it's been there a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been there for a while. Yeah, absolutely.
Play with 100 friends. I don't know what is this game? Do you know?
I only know what I'm seeing on the screen.
A clicking game, no? I suppose it's a clicking game. Or like
That's
a
what- that's
collection
what I
game.
thought.
Yeah, it's
that's
got
what I
100
thought.
friends, so there's 100 friends involved in some way. Every time you press a key, Bongo. Yeah, okay. So it's.
Every time you press a key. Okay, cool.
It's like, I think it seems like it might sit on your desktop while you're doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Really?
So that's a
Like an
good
overlay.
Yeah.
That is really cool. We need to check that out. But yeah, this thing is pretty crazy. Sitting at a comfortable 150,000 daily active users, which is pretty interesting. Okay. Bongo Cat. Limbus Company. I don't know how it got up that high.
Yeah, look at the chart.
There is a bump.
Yeah.
Really
Not a launch.
Must be some new content.
Something happened. What is
Yeah,
happening?
but push it out a little. Give us 6 months.
It might have been a launch. Oh no.
Okay. So, but now it looks like it's over. Okay, go to a year then, because it's over the previous peak. It's over its previous. It's over. Yeah. Okay.
Chapter 9. There's a new, new content.
Chapter 9. Chapter 9.
I mean, this is a nice looking chart. If you are this developer, this is going up.
The ideal chart you'd like to have. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think the ideal line you want is Delta Force. If you go back to Delta Force, it's just so impressive how it is right now.
Delta Force from a combat perspective, is it like too much fantasy in it, or am I just misunderstanding Delta Force?
Yes, it's a military shooter.
Yeah.
Okay. But it doesn't have like any like what do you want to call it? It doesn't have magic or anything like that.
No.
Yeah. It's like a China-focused COD competitor, right?
Battlefield.
No,
It's Battlefield.
Battlefield competitor.
And I think they have like dozens of millions of active users, but it's also a mobile game. So you only see one part of the story here. But I think what is interesting is that there's been steady increase. I mean, they are down, but if you look at the curve, they are above. Battlefield 6 is not below them, and Arc Raider. If you look at Arc Raider, is also very healthy. If you look at it. But it's kind of the Flux F crossed, very strong start of Battlefield 6, and now Arc Raider has taken over. And Delta Force is sustaining better than Battlefield. Look at Arc Raider; it's crazy.
You shared a chart showing all three. Was that on?
You can just compare. You can push the button compare.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's new.
That's since forever.
Really? I guess I'm just too old to notice.
Yeah, but I mean, it's newer than various other things.
Yeah, I go down, and then you will have Battlefield because Battlefield is lower already.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is. 31.
Battlefield is really falling off the charts.
Yeah.
Here we go. Maybe 1 year, 6 months, 3 months is better. So we can see here that Arc Raiders in blue, Delta Force in green, and Battlefield in red.
I mean, so Arc Raiders are the one showing that consistency, which is what you like.
Yeah. I mean, this red one is not unfamiliar to me specifically because I worked on Battlefield for a very long time. But maybe, this is one platform. I'm sure it's mirrored across the other platforms as well, which puts them at like 300 to 500,000 daily active or rather peak concurrent.
Yeah, and let's not forget that Battlefield 6 is also a free-to-play game now, because RedSec is free-to-play.
Well, I think Battlefield is a partially free-to-play game, and because I think the messaging on that matters, that like you are not getting the full Battlefield 6 experience for free, but you are.
Yeah, but my point is more engagement on a free-to-play game can be slightly different, but the fact that they open the funnel to a free-to-play with a free-to-play module has not increased the engagement at all.
Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, in their defense, RedSec is years behind what Warzone is.
Mm-hmm.
But Call of Duty is completely fallen off. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah.
What should I look for when I look for Call of Duty?
There's only one. That's the problem, and that's also the simplest thing. Yes.
So this includes all the games?
The last three games.
Well, so if you go on Steam, you
wow,
you download a launcher. Is that what happens?
Yeah. No, they're just one exec.
Yeah.
The game itself has multiple games in it.
Yeah, but it starts with Modern Warfare 2, I think.
Yeah, I was still doing it on Battle.net till recently.
Yeah.
But yeah, these numbers are crazy.
I mean, Apex is also not doing well. I think if you sort by 24-hour peak.
Just quickly, I was actually surprised to see Apex in the top 5. I think it happened a couple of days ago.
Apex like that, man. It when people come back for Apex.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
not that much in the news. It's not that much in the news anymore. Like, it doesn't feel like anything is happening, as any innovation is happening in the game. But for the last 2 years, it has been it's roaming around 200, 250 people. And
this is still healthy, right?
This
is really good. Yeah. It's not bad.
They have games that have died more than that, you know.
Absolutely. I'm just surprised, to be honest with you, that Apex, because as a battle royale, when I look at Fortnite is like a multimedia phenomenon, and they're doing the concerts, and they're doing the collaborations with Lego and different things, right? So that's why I'm so super surprised that Apex was able to maintain so many players. Considering, do they do that? I don't know. Like, that's something that I would love to investigate.
Not anything like Fortnite does. I don't think they. I mean, they certainly aren't having concerts.
Got it. Apex could be the Overwatch of. I mean, it's very character focused, right? The gameplay and introducing.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how it was originally pitched. Basically, it was hero shooter. It was hero shooter battle royale. With, at the time, Overwatch was the absolute core of the hero shooter discussion.
Trying to find the website for Apex. They don't have a website.
I mean, the thing is, Apex Legends home.
Like, how do people get news about the game? But okay, anyways.
The website that you're on with a news subhead?
Yeah, but this is like an EA website, because EA usually have like these dual webs. Oh, there you go. Or is this something different? Maybe this is just esports. Never mind. Yeah, that's esports. Okay, there you go. Anything else, my friends, from the top 10?
Warframe at 13. That's nice to see.
Warframe
never dies too.
Yeah, Warframe, the game, the forever game. Absolutely forever game.
Warframe's got a lot of like positive. People just like it. It has some good vibes operating in the gaming industry. I don't know if that's like borne out by anything, if it's like they're good folk or anything. Mm-hmm. Like, when I say I don't know, I mean I really just don't. But like, I just feel like generally speaking, the industry has a fuzzy warm feeling about Warframe.
Absolutely. So nothing else surprising, nothing new, so to say. Just some of the games flipping back and forth on the charts, my friends. Okay, shall we move over to talking about some of the news?
Let's do it.
Any news that you'd like to highlight, or do you want me to just go like from top to bottom? I mean, the highlights that you've put in today, Manu. Hytale, I don't know, what is Hytale?
Exactly. Why? I mean, I didn't know neither, to be fair, but Hytale is basically what Minecraft should be now, as of today, and the missed opportunity from Microsoft, and it's
and it's also Web3 connected or related.
And it's also a missed opportunity from Riot, because Riot, they basically bought the game and then they cancel it, and then it was bought back by the initial founders, and now it's releasing finally after so many years. So it's some sort of Minecraft RPG, but it's what Minecraft should be now if Microsoft had invested more in some content.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? I mean, if I understand correctly, because I was accidentally reading about Hytale for my day job, and my understanding was that Hytale was actually a project inside of Minecraft, and they were kicked off because of the changes that happened once. Yeah. And now it's its own thing, which is pretty crazy that it's so big and so supported. And has a big community and a lot of players. And I think that their ecosystem seems to be a bit more free and open.
I mean, I think, as we've seen with games like Subnautica and Valheim and all that, like survival games are RPGs. They're progression oriented games. The progression is just typically mapped onto objects rather than the character itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's always been a really natural combination there.
Any other comments on this, Manu?
No, I think it's important, and it's unfortunately it's outside of Steam. They have their own launcher, but it might get a lot of attention from the Minecraft players, and again, I think it shows more that this should be in Minecraft somehow.
It looks a bit more beautiful than Minecraft in some extent.
I mean, I do think Xbox is hurting in all kinds of ways. So if they feel that there is a threat being made to their cash cow, then hopefully they can get it together and defend against that threat.
I was almost thinking you would be saying like they would be taking legal action, but I like what you just said.
Yeah, I mean, you can't sue the concept of blocks.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Lego.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen. Let's see. What's the other one? The other highlight that you had is Epic Games rolls out in-island transaction for Fortnite Creative. So, but we already knew this, but they just made the rollout. Is that what I'm hearing? Because I think they announced this like a month or two ago.
Yeah, and then the other news is that Rockstar is launching an official marketplace for mods. So these are the big, how can I say, like second place games are monetizing even more, are monetizing the creativity of the user, the UGC. And I think that's these are the big. Roblox is just about that because they don't do their own content. But here it's just that they are catching up. And who's going to be next? It's just
We've spoken about this. Sorry, Dave, I'll let you in. We've spoken about this before. That I mean, if we are living in the UGC era of games, and rather not just that, but also the quote unquote the metaverse. And in my opinion, like I mentioned before, Fortnite is the metaverse in many regards. But now Rockstar has an opportunity to create the metaverse and allow people to contribute to it.
I think it has a better shot than Fortnite in a lot of ways. Fortnite's struggle with this has always been that Fortnite has a core experience where Roblox does not. And that's why it's been able to stretch out, because no one goes to Roblox expecting one kind of thing. They expect lots of things. People go to Fortnite expecting a battle royale game, and then maybe you can convince them to go somewhere else. But the core experience of GTA is way broader than Fortnite. So I think they have a slightly better shot. However, they have the challenge of requiring high-end hardware. And that is always going to limit your exposure.
Yeah, that's the point.
Like, it's PS5 exclusive, basically. It's going to come out on Xbox, but this is less and less relevant all the time.
Yeah. Will we see because I was looking at the numbers for Fortnite, will we see a day when the UGC experiences overtake the core Fortnite experience?
I mean, Reload is... Go back there?
Yeah.
So Reload is a battle royale experience, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
40 player fast-paced battle royale.
Okay. So go back. So are all of these top things are? Oh, I guess these are just. It's not a list of top things. It's a list of things by Epic.
These are Epic, yeah.
Yeah,
And all of them are
all of them are battle royale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not this one.
Yeah, not this. Yeah.
No. This is more
Ninjago.
RPG. Yeah, it is new. The Ninjago is new in Fortnite. So Fortnite is, yes, it's about battle royale. It's about PvP in general, shooter PvP, and then there is a bit of the Lego experience, which is more like Minecraft-like or survival-like type of games. And also, let's not forget that Steel Brain Rot is now very much there. All-time peak of 1 million. I think it happened this last weekend. Okay. And I think since this, if I read correctly, or this possibility for a creator to sell their own stuff, I think they've released a $45 bundle, which is causing some trouble. But who cares, right? It's just they just get their share of that revenue.
But man, I think about the comparison of these numbers to Roblox numbers, and it's different.
Yeah, it's not as much on mobile as Roblox is. I think that's one of the limitations. But I think what it shows is also maybe soon Steal the Brain Rot will be the biggest experience in Fortnite. You know, that's what could.
But again, if you look at Battle Royale as a category, is still so much bigger than that. It has a long way to go before.
Not every day of the week, not every time. That's the thing. When you have an event in Steal the Brain Rot, it's gonna be bigger than everything else already. And so I'm not talking as if it's a threat for the industry, but this is certainly a trend that could be even bigger. Yeah.
It's interesting how one of the top active games on Roblox has 400,000 players active. Well, here on Roblox, sorry, on Fortnite, it's like 70,000.
Yeah. Well, they are not in the same league. They are not even in the same league when you look at the monthly active players, but it's normal. It's fine.
The audience is different, you could argue.
Everybody can play Roblox on any platform, everywhere.
That is fair. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I never see ever my kids playing Fortnite on any mobile device. But
for us, it's console only.
Yeah, because I do think at the peak of its popularity, it saw a lot of mobile play. But I mean, honestly, the fight with Apple really slowed that down. It's funny because I was trying to give a friend of mine instructions on how to play it, and if your instructions are more complicated than search for it and then play it, then you're in a tough spot.
Yeah,
and that's a good situation.
And Fortnite, the roots of Fortnite is on HD platform, right? It's on a widescreen, while Roblox is almost designed for a vertical phone experience. So I think by design, everything has been. Fortnite on mobile is still an adaptation of Fortnite on TV, while Roblox is just by essence, it was more phone, and then it became another screen proportion. Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen, I think we've had an awesome episode. For those who are listening in, we are trying to structure it a bit more and have a different way of doing it versus how we did last year. So a better formatting and more consistency, so you know what to expect. That's something that's going to happen moving forward. Please don't forget, like, subscribe, hit bells and whistles, all these things that we ask you to do, that I hate to ask you to do, but please do them, and we would greatly appreciate that. And then, of course, as I mentioned before, guysweekly.substack.com, our newsletter, every Friday, 9 a.m., wherever you are in the world. My guests, friends, co-hosts, and partners, Dave, Manu, thank you so much for joining us today. And I will see you next week.
All right.
Awesome.
Bye.
Thanks a lot.